Hello friends, myself Kirti Chandraul, Assistant Professor at Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. Today I am presenting a topic concrete. In this session we are going to talk all about its ingredient, its grade, admixtures, advantages and disadvantage. Let's start the session. What is concrete? Concrete is a composite material composed of cement, sand and aggregate with water. In the picture 1 we are having three materials, that is cement, sand and aggregate. When it is added with the water, it becomes a fresh aggregate, a wet aggregate, which can be poured in any kind of frame structure and the concrete is made. Introduction. Cement concrete is most extensively used construction material in the world. Nowadays the concrete has become very important member for the construction because everywhere we construct RCC constructions. Concrete is a composite material composed of aggregate, fine aggregate and cement. Here we are trying to show a ratio. A pan of cement, 2 pans of sand and 3 pans of gravel. It means we are having a ratio of 1:2:3. 1 cement, 2 sand and 3 aggregate. When it is thoroughly mixed together with water, it becomes a concrete. Concrete is strong in compression and weak in tension. Thus, it has a brittle characteristic. It is a property of concrete that it is very good in compression but weak in tension. But when we are going for the construction, we are trying to get reinforced construction, because in the construction members both the loads, compression and tension loads, will be acting. To resist the tension load, we have to provide reinforcement bars. So the property of the concrete for the RCC, it becomes ductile. The compressive and tensile strength are analyzed as per Indian standard on 7th, 14th and 28th day of curing. What is water cement ratio? Water cement ratio is a very important which influences various properties such as workability, strength and durability. It means the adequate amount of water should be added with respect to cement for production of workable concrete. When water is mixed with the material, cement reacts with water and heat of hydration starts. It means the moment cement and water mix together, the heat of hydration process will start. The cement will start doing its function, that is called binding. Concrete can be casted in any shape. We just have to prepare the mold, the frame structure. In that we will pour the concrete. It can shape any kind of shapes and structures. Various structural members such as beam, slab, footing, column, lintel, staircase, many construction materials are constructed by concrete. Water cement ratio in detail. As per the Indian standard, we are having, according to the grade, what water cement ratio can be adopted. For M20 we need to adopt 0.55 water cement ratio, for M25 0.5 water cement ratio, for M30 0.45, for M35 0.45 and for M40 it is 0.4 water cement ratio. In the second tabular column, as per the IS standard, we are having according to the exposure condition, that is called mild, moderate, severe, very severe or extreme condition, what should be the water cement ratio for both type of concrete, that is called plain cement concrete and reinforced cement concrete. What is plain cement concrete? Means the cement, sand and aggregate with water is called plain cement concrete, which has the good compressive strength but low tensile strength. When it is added with the reinforced bars, then it becomes reinforced concrete, which is good in compression as well in tension member. So here we are having what water cement ratio can be used as per the exposure condition. Next, admixtures. Admixture is also a very important topic in concrete, because when we want to change the physical properties of concrete, we need to use admixtures. Admixtures are also called as additives, such as pozzolana, superplasticizer are included to improve the physical properties of fresh concrete. Here we are having few types of admixtures. Those are accelerating, retarding, water reducing, air entraining, waterproofing, pumping, superplasticizer and miscellaneous. What are these functions? Let's see few. Accelerating admixture. Accelerating admixture means it increases the rate of hydration so that the setting time will be reduced. It will set very quickly. This admixture is added to the concrete or mortar for increasing the rate of hydration of cement, for shortening the setting time, for quickening that the cement should set very fast. Calcium chloride is a chemical which is used for accelerating purpose. Next, retarder admixture. Retarder means it will reduce the rate of hydration and extends the setting time. We don't want our concrete to set very quickly. We want it should take some time. So that we have to use retarding admixture. Gypsum is very good admixture which is nowadays used in the concrete. Retarding admixture delays the initial rate of hydration of cement and extends the setting time of cement paste. This admixture can be used in high temperature and where the concrete has to be transported for a long distance. When we need to, when we have already prepared the concrete, but it has to go to a long distance, that is called ready mix type of concrete. At that time, we put some retarder admixture so that it will not set soon till it reaches to the destination. Next, water reducing admixture. Here we can see water reducing means we don't want to provide extra amount of water, but we want the concrete should be a little flowy type. That is water reducing admixture. Is added to a concrete mixture or mortar grout to increase the flow ability without increasing the water content. Advantages of water reducing admixture: the rate of concrete placement is faster, strength, durability, density are improved, segregation, permeability and cracking are reduced. What is grade of concrete? In the previous slide we talk about grade of concrete, or everything has a name. In that, concrete is also given with a name that is called M20, M30, M40. So what is this M, what is this 20, what is this 30? Let's talk with an example. Here we are having a grade M30 in which M implies the mix. In the second slide we talk about the ratio 1:2:3. So this M implies the ratio. And what is 30? 30 is the characteristic strength of the concrete at 28th day of curing. How to measure whether it has the characteristic strength of 30 megapascal or not? For that we have to use the testing. For that we need to prepare a mold of cube and cylinder. If we are going to make a cube, that should be of 150 by 150 by 150 centimeter mm, and the cylinder should be of 150 mm dia and 300 mm height. Here in the figure number 2 we can see two molds are kept there. One is cylindrical one, its diameter is 150 mm and height is 300 mm. Same with the blue color cube, is the dimension is 150 by 150 by 150 mm. The regular grade of concrete are usually M15, M20, M35 and so on. Here for the PCC cement, the minimum grade of concrete which has to be used, that is M15, and for RCC the minimum grade of the concrete can be used is M20. It is as per IS code 456/2000. Next, here we are having some ratios. For M5, that is nominal grade of concrete, for M5 the ratio mix is 1:5:10. It means 1 cement, 5 sand and 10 aggregate. Its compressive strength at 28th day of curing is 5 megapascal. For M7.5 it is 1:4:8. For M10 1:3:6. M15 1:2:4. M20 1:1.5:3. M20 is mostly used grade of concrete all over the world. Standard grades: M25 1:1:1 and more than M30, 35, M40. For that we have to go for the mixed design as per IS code book. What are the steps for the construction of concrete? First of all, we need to collect all the materials, that is cement, sand, aggregate and water. Then we have to mix it thoroughly. Then we have to check its workability. There are various methods for the workability check. We will talk about this in the later sessions. Then it has to be transported to the place where we have to pour it. Then after pouring, the concrete will be casted in the framework. When we will pour the concrete, then it is not set properly. We need to provide some compaction, vibration. So we will be using some vibration, or we are having some other methods for the compaction. The concrete poured in the framework should be properly settled. It means the voids should be removed. Then after it sets properly, next day or very next day we can remove the formwork. then the curing process will start. The curing process is very important to gain the strength. As we will do curing, the strength will be improved. What are the advantages of concrete? Concrete is cheaply available, readily available, and it is very easy to handle. It can be transported to any place. Economical. Monolithic character gives better appearance. It can be casted in various shapes and size. What are the disadvantages? In concrete, we have to use a construction joint, that is called expansion and construction joint, according to the exposure condition of temperature, very hot temperature and cold temperature. For that, we have to use construction joints. Sustained loads develop creep in the structure. As per the time goes, the creep failure will start in the structure. Due to low tensile strength, concrete requires to be reinforced to avoid the crack. As I told you earlier, the concrete is good in compression but weak in tension. To resist the tensile strength, we have to provide reinforcement so that the cracks will be reduced. Soluble salt in the concrete cause efflorescence of so moisture reacts with them. Because of the salt particle in the water, the salt efflorescence, the white type of efflorescence will come in the surface area. That is salt efflorescence. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed the session. You have understood all about concrete, its ingredient, its grade, and the admixture which we can use, how to make the concrete. So thank you for joining me.